Did you know that something as healthy as pumpkin seeds could actually harm your body if eaten the wrong way? That's right, what seems like a simple snack, packed with protein, magnesium, and antioxidants could silently trigger dangerous reactions in your body. From digestive chaos to hormone disruption, most people make mistakes with pumpkin seeds that go completely unnoticed until it's too late. Most people assume that pumpkin seeds are a perfect, ready-to-eat superfood, but here's the hidden truth: eating them completely raw, straight from the pack, can actually do more harm than good. Raw pumpkin seeds are loaded with enzyme inhibitors and phytic acid compounds that plants use to protect themselves from being digested before they sprout. While this is clever for the seed, it's not so clever for your body. These compounds bind to essential minerals like zinc, magnesium, and iron, making them far less available for your body to use. Over time, consistently eating unsoaked raw seeds can slowly chip away at your mineral balance, leaving you more prone to fatigue, weaken immunity, and even muscle cramps, issues you might never immediately associate with something as innocent as a handful of seeds. And it's not just about nutrients. Those enzyme inhibitors can put a strain on your digestive system. Many people experience bloating, gas, or a feeling of heaviness after snacking on raw seeds. For older adults especially, whose digestive efficiency naturally declines with age, this can trigger more pronounced discomfort, sometimes leading them to avoid seeds altogether. The ironic part is that a tiny tweak soaking the seeds overnight in water can neutralize most of these inhibitors, unlocking their nutrients and making them far gentler on your gut. But here's the catch. Most store-bought pumpkin seeds are packaged and sold as if they're ready to eat immediately. People rarely soak them, and that's where the subtle damage begins. Eating raw seeds without this simple preparation might feel harmless at first, but the effects accumulate silently, and while soaking addresses the nutrient absorption issue, it does nothing about another hidden danger lurking in your pumpkin seeds: the risk of overloading your body with too much at once. Even if the seeds are perfectly prepared, consuming them in large amounts can overwhelm your digestion, spike inflammation, and create other issues you would never expect from a simple snack. This is where many people go wrong next, thinking that if a little is good, a lot must be better. Even if you've soaked your pumpkin seeds perfectly and neutralized those pesky enzyme inhibitors, there's another trap that many people fall into: overconsumption. It's easy to assume that because pumpkin seeds are packed with protein, healthy fats, and minerals, the more you eat, the better. But the reality is far more nuanced. Eating a handful might be beneficial, but devouring several handfuls at once can overwhelm your digestive system, especially if your gut is sensitive or your metabolism has slowed with age. Too much fat at once can cause bloating, gas, or even trigger inflammatory responses that silently stress your body. Over time, these repeated episodes can contribute to weight gain around the midsection, irritate the intestines, and even worsen conditions like acid reflux or irritable bowel syndrome. It's ironic that something so natural and nutrient-dense can create such hidden havoc if quantity is ignored. And it's not just your digestive system that suffers. Excessive intake of pumpkin seeds can also disrupt the balance of omega-6 fatty acids in your body. While pumpkin seeds contain healthy fats, they are also high in omega-6s, which, in excess, can tilt your inflammation balance and subtly impact your cardiovascular health. So, moderation is more than just a recommendation, it's a protective strategy for your long-term health. But moderation isn't something most people instinctively think about, because pumpkin seeds are often marketed as a superfood that you can eat freely without consequence. This misconception can lead people to overlook a far more silent and dangerous problem hiding in their seemingly harmless snack: the risk of mold and aflatoxin contamination. Even if you're careful about portion sizes, a small batch of contaminated seed can sneak past your senses, offering no warning signs other than an unusual smell or taste. Aflatoxins are potent toxins produced by mold, and they can accumulate in your liver over time, silently creating a risk for serious long-term health issues. So while it might feel safe to enjoy pumpkin seeds in bulk after soaking them, even the most cautious eater can fall victim to this hidden danger. The next critical mistake most people overlook could undo all the care you've taken so far. Even if you've mastered soaking your pumpkin seeds and controlling your portions, another danger can quietly slip under the radar: mold contamination and aflatoxins. Pumpkin seeds, like many nuts and seeds, are prone to mold growth if stored improperly or harvested in damp conditions. Aflatoxins, the toxins produced by certain molds, are especially insidious because they are colorless, odorless, and tasteless, making them nearly impossible to detect with your senses alone. Consuming even small amounts regularly can slowly burden your liver, impair detoxification, and contribute to long-term health risks like oxidative stress or liver inflammation. Many people assume that because their seeds look fine, they are completely safe, but appearances can be deceptive. Even a few contaminated seeds mixed in with a batch can trigger cumulative effects that may take months or years to surface. This is why it's crucial to source your pumpkin seeds from trusted, high-quality suppliers and to store them properly in airtight containers, ideally in the fridge to slow any potential mold growth. But even the most careful buyers can sometimes fall victim to another hidden pitfall: flavored or salted varieties. While they seem convenient and tasty, these versions often mask the subtle warning signs of contamination and extra ingredients that can undermine your health. Excess salt, sugars, or preservatives may seem harmless in small doses, but in combination with naturally occurring mold toxins or overconsumption, they can amplify inflammation and digestive stress. You might think you're enjoying a healthful snack, but these hidden additions are silently turning your pumpkin seeds from a superfood into a potential irritant for your body, and this is just the beginning. Even if you've avoided mold and skipped the overly flavored packs, there's still a silent risk that many people completely overlook: the possibility of personal allergies or sensitivities. Some individuals experience subtle reactions like skin rashes, mild nausea, or bloating that they might dismiss as unrelated to their diet. Left unchecked, these reactions can worsen over time, creating chronic inflammation or digestive discomfort. The danger is that most people don't even realize pumpkin seeds could be the culprit until the symptoms have become persistent, and by then, the effects are harder to reverse. So, while careful storage and mindful selection go a long way, ignoring how your body personally reacts to pumpkin seeds can quietly set the stage for more serious health issues. And just when you think you've learned to enjoy them safely, the next common mistake could completely undermine all your precautions. Even if you've been careful about mold and aware of personal sensitivities, many people fall into the next trap without realizing it: overindulging in salted or flavored pumpkin seeds. On the surface, these seeds seem harmless, even appealing, because they're crunchy, savory, and convenient to snack on. But the problem is that most flavored varieties are loaded with excess salt, hidden sugars, or chemical additives like MSG and preservatives, which can quietly wreak havoc on your body. Regularly consuming these can spike your blood pressure, trigger bloating, and cause water retention, undermining all the health benefits you thought you were getting from a natural snack. What makes it even more dangerous is that these ingredients often mask subtle warning signs. A slightly stale taste or a minor digestive discomfort might be ignored because the bold flavors distract you from the early signals of stress on your system. And it's not just about flavoring. When combined with overconsumption or pre-existing sensitivities, these hidden ingredients can amplify inflammatory responses, increasing your risk of chronic digestive issues or even exacerbating cardiovascular strain. You might think that a few handfuls here and there are harmless, but inflammation is cumulative. Your body might not signal an immediate reaction, but over weeks and months, the stress adds up, silently impacting organs like your liver, heart, and intestines. Many people have no idea that a snack they assumed was healthy is quietly contributing to these issues. What makes this even more concerning is that the next mistake often sneaks up on people who believe they're taking control of their nutrition, ignoring the possibility of allergies or subtle intolerances. While some reactions are obvious, like hives or severe stomach pain, many are much more subtle. Mild bloating, fatigue, or skin irritation can be the first signs of your body struggling to process pumpkin seeds, especially if additives or excess salt are present. Most people brush these symptoms off as unrelated, never connecting them to what seems like an innocent snack. Over time, repeated exposure can escalate these reactions into chronic inflammation, digestive discomfort, or even immune system stress. So even if you're avoiding flavor traps and watching your portions, ignoring your body's signals can slowly tip the balance against your health. And just when you think you're safe by avoiding obvious allergens and additives, there's another mistake waiting that can silently sabotage all your efforts, one that affects the very foundation of your nutrition. Even if you've avoided flavored seeds and tuned into your body's signals, many people make the critical mistake of relying on pumpkin seeds as a complete protein source. It's easy to see why these seeds are rich in protein, magnesium, and healthy fats, making them appear like a convenient, all-in-one solution for muscle repair and energy. But here's the hidden truth: pumpkin seed DS are incomplete proteins, meaning they lack some essential amino acids your body cannot produce on its own. Consuming them as your primary protein source can slowly create nutrient gaps, particularly if you're older or follow a plant-heavy diet. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, slower recovery from exercise, weakened immunity, and even subtle muscle loss that you might mistake for normal aging. Many people don't realize that the body needs a variety of amino acids working together, and relying solely on seeds, even superfood seeds, can unintentionally deprive your system of the building blocks it needs. What's even trickier is that the body often signals these deficiencies in ways that are easy to dismiss. You might experience low energy in the afternoon, a decline in strength during workouts, or even changes in hair and nail health. Most people chalk it up to stress or aging, never connecting it to their seemingly healthy snacking habits. This is why pairing pumpkin seeds with other protein sources like legumes, quinoa, or dairy is essential to create a complete amino acid profile. Without this balance, your body is left working overtime to compensate for what it's missing, and over months or years, this can subtly affect overall health and vitality, even when you start combining seeds with other protein-rich foods. There's still one overlooked mistake that can undo all of your precautions: failing to consider how your body processes these seeds during different times of the day or in combination with other foods. Timing, digestion, and pairing can influence nutrient absorption and the stress these seeds place on your system. Eat them at the wrong time, or with foods that interfere with mineral absorption, and even perfect prepared seeds can become less effective or worse. Trigger unwanted reactions like bloating, minor inflammation, or hormonal disruption. So, while pumpkin seeds are powerful, assuming they can replace a balanced diet is a trap that many fall into without realizing it. And just when you think you've mastered all the major mistakes, there's still one final danger that can silently sabotage your health. Something almost no one talks about, but that can make all your careful planning meaningless. Even if you've learned to balance your pumpkin seeds with other protein sources and monitor your digestion, there's one final mistake that many people completely overlook, and it can quietly undo all the precautions you've taken so far. Ignore the timing and combination of what you eat with your seeds. Pumpkin seeds may be packed with nutrients, but the way your body processes them can vary dramatically depending on when and how you consume them. Eating them on an empty stomach may irritate sensitive digestive systems, while consuming them alongside foods high in calcium, tannins, or certain fibers can reduce the absorption of critical minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron. Even if you've soaked, portioned, and sourced your eats perfectly, this subtle oversight can silently rob your body of the benefits you were expecting, leaving you wondering why your energy, digestion, or overall health isn't improving. Despite your careful efforts, many people don't realize that the body's ability to absorb and utilize nutrients is highly context dependent. And pumpkin seeds are no exception. What seems like a harmless addition to a salad, trail mix, or smoothie might be interacting with other foods in ways that limit their benefits, or even create minor inflammation. Over time, these small, repeated missteps accumulate, quietly stressing your digestive system, hormones, and metabolic processes. You might notice bloating, fatigue, or mild discomfort and dismiss it as normal, never connecting it to the timing or combinations of your diet. The danger here is that all the other precautions you've taken, soaking, controlling portions, avoiding mold, skipping additives, and pairing proteins, can feel meaningless if you ignore how your body actually processes the seeds. Nutrients only matter if they're absorbed and used effectively, and without awareness of timing and combinations, even the healthiest seeds can become underutilized or trigger minor stress reactions that build up over months or years, and just when you think you've covered every angle. This final aspect serves as a subtle reminder that no superfood works in isolation. Pumpkin seeds can be powerful, but if you're not mindful of how, when, and with what you consume them, you're leaving your health to chance. This brings us to the ultimate takeaway. Understanding these mistakes isn't about fear, it's about control, awareness, and prevention. Getting this right is the key to turning pumpkin seeds from a potential hidden hazard into a true superfood that supports your body, energy, and longevity. Pumpkin seeds are often celebrated as a miracle snack, but even the healthiest foods can become harmful if misused. The mistakes we discussed, from eating them raw without soaking, over-consuming, ignoring mold, indulging in flavored versions, skipping allergy checks, to relying solely on them for protein, can silently trigger inflammation, digestive problems, or even hormonal imbalances. The good news: These are all preventable mistakes, with small adjustments: soaking your seeds, sticking to moderate portions, ensuring freshness, avoiding added flavors, monitoring your body's response, and pairing them with other protein sources. You can turn pumpkin seeds into a truly body-loving superfood. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate pumpkin seeds from your diet. It's to enjoy them safely and effectively. By making these mindful choices, you're not just protecting your body from irreversible reactions, you're actually enhancing your energy, heart health, and overall well-being. So next time you reach for this popular snack, do it the right way. Care for your body, and it will care for you. And don't forget to check out the Care and Cure Corner in Tea, the description below, for a quick daily habit that neutralizes any hidden toxins from pumpkin seeds, keeping your digestion smooth and your health thriving.